Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's the Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello, my name is Christian, and that's my name on the show. And this is
the Christian and Daniel Show.
That's Daniel, and Daniel's on the Christian and Daniel Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to all our friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. You do us a favor and share this on your page so that people can watch along with you. If you're watching us on YouTube, will you scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell? It'll let you know every time there's a new show. Remember, we got stuff all week long. Monday with horoscopes, Wednesdays Christian and Daniel, Fridays Card Devo, and Saturday put it together live stream. Plus other stuff that we have during the week. So make sure that you're following us so you get all the updates on all the things that we have going on. So make sure.
My powder.
Piper.
Hello, Piper.
Hello.
Piper.
Hello,
Very, very deep voice.
Hola, Piper.
Hola.
How's it going, babe?
It's going good. How are you doing? We haven't seen each other in forever.
I know. This has been a long week.
Long week.
And I want to say this because I said to Christian, I feel like I'm in a mood today. I'm not feeling it. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I said why. I think it's because I'm laying off sweets and caffeine. Well, not caffeine, sodas, sugar, I guess. And I think I'm going into that.
Yeah, they say it takes 2 weeks. Like sugar, literally. Because I've done it in programs. So you come off sugar like completely white knuckling, no sugar at all. It takes 2 weeks before you start to feel like normal without it.
And I think it's more so.
It's just like heroin, they say. It's like the same type of what do they call it? Withdrawal period.
Withdrawals. I think it's more so the sugar from it because I had the caffeine from it because I went to lunch with my friend Lee today and I had I forget which one it is that doesn't have Sarah Miss. I think it doesn't have caffeine in it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm still maybe it is because I had tacos and I can't stand when I have tacos and they don't have good salsa. It is such an annoyance. Like what's the level above pet peeve? Like there's between pet peeve and hate. There's this space that I'm in right now. Like
in between dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
You're just dissatisfied. And it made your meal dissatisfying, which I know with you has actually a really strong effect on you because then you're frustrated.
Yes, it is very true.
Why did I spend all those calories on something I don't even like?
If I despair.
Yeah, despair.
Despair. Yes, despair. What was that word? Oh, Madeline. Hi, Madeline.
Hola.
The audacity of serving me tacos with cheap salsa.
Or with just pico de gallo and calling the pico de gallo salsa. Okay. Pico de gallo and salsa are two different things, folks. They're not the same thing, ever. If you're eating chunks of tomato, cilantro, and onions, it's pico de gallo. It's not salsa. Even though a lot of restaurants will try to pass it off like, oh, this is our salsa. That's not salsa. It's pico de gallo. Salsa doesn't have chunks.
Madeline is here, so she can attest. I make really good salsas.
Oh, yeah.
Facts, yeah, girl. I make some pretty good salsas.
I do too.
So when I go to a Mexican restaurant, and I don't want to call out any restaurants because I like going there. But El Ranchito,
I know El Ranchito though. Ooh,
Salsa is native blended. Like, yeah, but mine is like I hand mush mine, so
Yeah.
it's not
It's not smooth. It's not,
smooth, but it's not chunky.
but it's also not pico de gallo.
No,
And we know the difference. So.
but it's gotta have some spice to it. I feel like they don't put any. They don't put any. I mean, I'm sure they do put peppers in their salsa, but it's like they don't put. It's white. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and it's white people salsa. There, I said it. I stand by it.
Because what they do is they take jalapenos, what aren't that hot to begin with, and they scrape all the seeds out, which is where all the heat is. So then they chop the jalapenos and like put it in. That's the same as taking a whole jalapeno and just magically turn, holding it above the salsa, the pico de gallo, and going salsa, jalapeno.
Santo jalapeno.
Yes, exactly.
No, it's not. No, not cubed. Yeah, well, when everything's cubed, then it's pico de gallo. It's pretty much pico de gallo.
And if
I'm
it's
offended.
smoother with small, like
I said what I said. Said what I said. Hey, Patrick, how you doing, sir? Robert.
Oh yes, yes.
Ala.
Thank you, Nancy. Ala. I'm Hawaii.
White.
Oh, witty.
White.
You
You're
are
very white.
girl. You are. And
Salsa
yes,
de molcajete. Oh yeah, salsa de molcajete is even better. Yeah, especially if you roast the peppers and the tomatoes and I have a molcajete. I just never use it.
I haven't done that yet. We need to do that.
Me too.
Molcajete.
But
I've heard
yeah,
that a few times. Molcajete. Molcajete.
molcajete. Yeah. Well, Patty, my old housekeeper, she would come and
She'd
she
make
would make it. She would make it, and then on the days when I traveled, the day that I get home, she would come and clean and make me food. So when I got
Oh
here,
yeah, that was always
food.
nice. She's a good cook.
Salsas are great the old school way when they're smashed in molcajete.
Yeah,
And
that's
it must be hot gas. So Madeline, next time you come, we have to do some molcajete. So si no pica, no quiero. Well, okay, for Madeline, I say this.
I like it.
I tell everybody about Madeline's salsa and pickle combo. For those of you, we've talked about it before. If you've never tried it, eat
You gotta
salsa
try
with chips, and if it's really, really hot, munch on a pickle. You will thank me. You will thank me.
Yeah, the pickle's natural saltiness. Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
welcome.
God,
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on your break. We're talking about good salsas. Good salsas. What is it, blue cheese or ranch on a buffalo wings?
Daniel and I are different. I like blue cheese on my buffalo wings, blue cheese dressing to dip it in because I think I like the heat and I love blue cheese. But I'm not a ranch fan on buffalo wings, but Daniel is.
I like blue cheese occasionally, but I don't do a lot of cheese. I don't do dairy, so they're both kind of iffy. But wasn't there one time that we got the vegan ranch that was pretty good?
No, I think we got vegan Caesar.
Vegan Caesar, but
Yeah, it was
but
really,
but if I'm in the mood, I'd rather do ranch.
yeah.
Blue cheese. So here's the thing: green salsa, red salsa.
I don't like tomatillos. I just don't like green salsa. Salsa verde. Blah.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a taste for it. See, bud. I've never gotten a taste for it. I don't know if that's just my background but I just don't like it. I like red. I like regular tomato salsa.
Well, okay, here's the deal. It's like some red salsas sometimes have tomatillo in there to give it that flavor. And sometimes tomatillo, green salsas have like one red tomato in there. And just balance it. So, what do you do there?
Well, I could say pure tomatillo, pure green salsa verde. No.
You had cauliflower buffalo wings with ranch. You mean
Cauliflower buffalo wings are very good.
I've had those.
What is it? Buffalo. It's just buffalo flavored cauliflower.
They each have not a fair question. Yeah. Because
What is the purpose of salsa verde?
well, like I like chicken with salsa verde. Like I rather have green salsa.
Because salsa verde has more of a vinegar bite to it.
It does have a little.
Which I would like on chicken too. Actually, that would make the chicken more exciting.
I like it better. I like roja on
just about everything else.
Yeah.
Roja, what is it? Roja Pico? Pico Roja? Red, spicy red or little red? I don't know what I said. Spicy.
Roja picante? Or what are you trying to say?
Well, isn't pica slang for? You always act like I'm saying something. It's so, and then you're like, it's like correct, and you're always acting like it's like like I said, Mars, and Gupta.
Chicken with
Mars Gupta with mi mano and el cabeza.
El jalapeño en la mesa, en la biblioteca.
And el baño.
But yes, chicken and salsa verde.
Yeah, and I like that vinegar bite with chicken, because chicken. Let's face it, chicken's bland. You just got to add something to make it interesting.
One day I did a video.
Yeah, we did that once
in 2020 with
what were we making? It was
shrimp
something
cocktail. Shrimp cocktail. You made the shrimp cocktail.
Oh yes. Oh my God, I love our shrimp cocktail. Yeah. We are good at making shrimp cocktail. We're good at making guacamole. And here,
and get hurt one day.
See, and listen, guacamole. not whack-a-mole. I'd like a dish of whack-a-mole, please.
Guacamole.
And some tamales, polo.
Tamales.
Polo. Oh my God, I love that video. That's what I should look for on TikTok so we can share it with everyone.
I want some tamales.
We've shown it.
Can I get some tamales?
Tamales, D, polo. Some on the side.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
You know, we still have to go to that place. We still have to go to the place in Highland. Is it Highland Park that we saw the video on? That had the real.
Yeah, it had the really obscene looking.
We should get a group together. We should get a group together.
Sure. Or just like make a meetup, because you know that they had nachos that look like literally like you have to go to church and confess to the priest that you ate them. They look that evil. They look so good.
We need to. That would be fun to go do a Christian and Daniel restaurant hop.
Yeah. I just love that. Yeah, that TikTok is hilarious with that. I'd like the tamales and the enchiladas.
That's a classic. I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's just basically making you feel like this white blonde chick goes into a Mexican restaurant.
Frijoles.
Like some frijoles, and some polo de what is this?
We'll have to do it on Sunday, which is interesting. They were talking about food, because for those of you that I'm starting to throw these out there, today is National Eat What You Want Day.
Oh, I saw someone today in a video saying, eat what you want, enjoy your life, and who cares? Who cares about whatever else? And I'm like, well, if it's something that will kill you, you may not want to make that your last meal.
Because I'm thinking if which is funny, because I was in a meeting. Oh, I was presenting a workshop yesterday morning, and for Radiant Health Centers, the place where I'm part of the board of directors. Anyway, I was presenting to the case managers on how to write a bio. I have learned through my many years of interviewing people that not everybody knows how to write their bio. So I was teaching a class on that, and as I'm leaving, I'm done with it, and I'm like, well, thank you, everybody, thank you. The people that know me were all like, and Daniel loves tacos, and you should ask him about tacos. And like 4 people were like, talk. I'm like, is that what I'm only known for? So now I have to find like a second favorite food.
What is your second favorite food? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'm like, unless it's like bean and egg taco in the morning.
But that's still tacos.
I know it's still tacos.
I would say
I've not pizza. That's certainly not it.
no. I mean, I like pizza, but it's not like ooh pizza.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I've seen you go. Oh my, you like those funnel cakes,
But yeah, funnel cakes.
but that's not really food. That's
Yeah, though that's I ignore Christian food.
which admittedly is very hard to do.
I would say sushi.
Oh my god, that's definitely
Sushi's
like
good.
my top.
Sushi's right up there. I think.
Yeah, my number, that's
what's
probably
your
one of my number ones.
what's your number one and number two?
My number one is it's sushi. I love sushi. And then probably my number two is probably like my like either the New York slices that we get or like it's just pizza. But like I love my round table pizza, which is kind of a Northern California Bay Area thing for the most part. And because I just grew up with that pizza. And I like the pizza we get, the slices we get in New York. And then sushi's my number one, pizza's my number two. I
do like sushi a lot.
I could eat sushi almost every night and I'd be a happy man if I could afford it.
But I'm trying to think, but I'm trying to think everything that I'm thinking about goes in a taco. I'm like, barbacoa in a taco. Carne asada in a taco. Chicken in a taco. So like,
Do you like pork chops?
I do like pork chops.
Like the ones at
Menudo. Menudo is my
there you go. That's it. It's menudo. I totally forgot about that because I haven't been with you when you've gone in a long time.
Yeah. But menudo, I can eat.
And a big old Coke.
The what?
And a big old Coke.
The Coke, yes. My favorite. Somebody asked me yesterday, what's your favorite? Oh, I got interviewed for the Sober Curator. And she asked me what my favorite non-alcoholic drink was. And
Okay.
I think she was looking for something very foo-foo drink-wise, and I was like, Mexican Coke.
Oh, I only drink circular water with circular with distilled water that I've evaporated twice in the kitchen and condensated. I am not a monster. Broccoli? Are you kidding me?
But you like what?
I don't even like pineapple. I think pineapple is I don't even like ham on a pizza. I think it's all gross.
Did you do pepperoni?
I love pepperoni and sausage, or double pepperoni, or pepperoni and mushrooms. But I'm not a big like I love mushrooms, onions, green bell peppers, like all that type of stuff. I like on a pizza, but I don't like broccoli. Broccoli's a side dish. It's for a salad.
But because it changed after you tested the last time. But is it still Round Table your favorite pizza?
Well, the Round Table that was giving me really crappy pizzas because they did something different. That one shut down. They went out of business, which is not shocking. But the one that I liked is still open, and it's part of the mall near me. And they make the pizzas like they do in Dublin. Like it's the same old recipe that the whole franchise uses. That other one was doing something different, and the one they sent me tasted so bad I threw away half of it. And I've never done that with a Round Table pizza.
When it comes to pizza, I'm still a Pizza Hut fan.
The one that Daniel gets though is like it's for some reason it is super super good. He gets jalapenos and ground beef and cheese.
Easy on the cheese.
That's it. Easy on the cheese and the regular sauce. He gets that, and for some reason, it just tastes amazing. And the jalapenos are super hot that they put on because they still have the seeds in them and everything.
I thought it was looking a little gray. I'm like, what's going on?
You probably had on like full on white light. You have to do some natural.
So for those of you watching us, what is you're on a stranded island. You can only take one food with you for the rest of your life. What are you taking with you? So obviously I'm taking tacos. Like I would make, the only thing I would not eat is coconut tacos. I would not have coconut. I don't like coconut that much. But tacos would be my thing. I'm a weirdo that likes pepperoni and pineapple pizza.
You like the, it's for people who like the salt, the savory, and the sweet. That's why pineapple pizzas work for people, because they like that. They're getting both those shots in every bite. So I believe that. You're not.
That sounds pretty interesting, though. That sounds
Pepperoni and pineapple.
Pineapple sounds interesting.
Because you're getting the high salt.
Chips and other pickles. Of course you are. Of course you are.
If it were Grandma Cookbook, yeah. If it were a refrigeration issue, I of course would take sushi.
Ellie, pineapple pizza is my favorite. Really?
I would not have thought
of being here. We're so good to see you.
It is good to have you on here, Ellie.
For those of you also today, just in case, it's National Twilight Zone Day. So the only thing I can think about is either you like Twilight Zone or you had a Twilight Zone
moment
thing that happened to you.
Like did something trippy happen to you today?
Have I had the I think the most weirdest thing that's happened to me. I think it was driving. It was very early on when I moved here. And the only way that I knew how to get back and forth, I had a GPS, but the only way that I really knew how to get back and forth. Tom-tom. Yeah, I had a TomTom on Howard.
Yeah.
And I was driving down. This is when the tollway you still had to pay. And
you had to actually throw change.
Yeah, because it changed over the years. And I don't remember passing the toll.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I was on the
133, but
going. Yeah, I was down the
east.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, I do. Yes. I don't think our viewers do, but
I was on 133. I was coming down the canyon. And
you can get lost.
I don't remember passing it. I never got a notice that I had to pay or anything. I never got they would send you that. But again, I was registered in Texas too, so maybe that's why. But no, there was this gap between getting on the toll, and then all of a sudden I'm turning towards my house, and I'm like,
yeah,
how did that? This whole lapse of time was just gone. It was gone.
So you lost time.
Very much chilaquiles, mole.
Chilaquiles.
One, Michael, one.
Mole and ceviche.
Next thing you say, the one thing I'm going to take with me is my grandma.
I'm going to take my grandma to cook for me.
Hey,
hello, Mr. Lido.
Mr. Lido.
Mr. Lido.
So if any of you have ever had a Twilight Zone moment, did you ever watch the original Twilight Zone?
No.
No?
I've only seen the famous one with William Shatner and the gremlin on the wing. But that's the only one I've ever really seen. And one with aliens that had weird heads.
I remember the one about the pigs, where they were pigs and they did surgery on this lady that was pretty and turned her into a pig.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
It was probably Lauren in the car tucking her up, and you zoned out. Mr. Steven, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. It was probably, I know it's somebody a mutual, I don't know if it's an acquaintance, somebody we knew from the past. Christian is in
3D.
Oh, in 3D.
Because my background's blurred in the way.
Oh, it's blurry, yeah.
It looks like it.
That's my chowder.
That's my chowder.
But what else is going on?
We actually did that at the top of the show, Gabe, by the way.
For those of you that were watching last week, I got the berries.
Oh, the miracle berries.
We got them in the mail. Oh, go ahead. Let me say something.
They make your when you eat one. You only need to eat one. Apparently, it switches your taste buds. That anything sour will taste sweet. Anything sweet will taste. Well, it doesn't say that. It just says anything that's sour it makes it taste sweet to you. So you can eat like a lemon and it tastes like lemonade, like sweetened lemonade, rather than just a real bitter lemon. So we are totally going to try that out.
But I'm waiting to be at Christian's place so we can try them together.
Yeah.
But we'll do those. And then
I'll make sure I get some lemons from my neighbor's yard.
Martha gave me, I left them over by the door. Martha gave me some lemons from her tree.
Oh, those are huge.
Monsters.
Oh, hers grow like orange, like grapefruit. They're huge.
Her lemons hang big and low, if you know what I mean.
This scar is from that tree trying to pick them.
So my favorite Twilight Zone is the one of the guy that talked too much and made a bet he would not talk for a year. Ooh.
I've never seen that one. That'd be interesting.
Chowder.
Chowder.
Do you remember it was from the newer versions of the Twilight Zone? The one about the guys who was, what's that fear of germs?
Germaphobes.
Germaphobes. What is that called? And then the roaches start crawling into his apartment. Remember that? For anybody who watches it, yeah, don't remember that.
I watched the really new one that had not Keenan. Peele. Michael, everything sounds like weed to you. You always say that. Everything sounds like weed.
Wasn't
there a movie where some character did that? Like, yeah, it was in Hot Chick. It was Adam Sandler. He was in the store, and like everything he showed them, he's like, "Oh, and you could hide your weed in here." Like that was like the end of every sentence with him. "Oh, you hide your weed." And then one girl goes, "I hide my weed." He goes, "Oh, I can't hide my weed. I don't have that."
I've only seen that movie once.
Cannot stand Adam Sandler, but such a homophobe.
Weed has a sound.
Wait, weed has a sound? Oh, weed.
That's how it sounds. Ooh.
Oh.
But if it's in Spanish, it's pato.
Pato.
Pato. Yes, so if you are, I think next week I'll be at your place for the show. So if y'all tune in next week, we will.
God willing, and the creek don't rise.
There is a big fire just south of here.
I live south of there.
No, there's a fire. I don't know if y'all can hear the fire trucks, but they have been going off since I got back from lunch about 3:30. There's a fire down in one of the little hills. Just south of here. Yeah. There's a fire.
It's California. Something has to be on fire. No, it's the last one.
Sorry. There we go. Oh, yeah, probably sounds like your parents.
So poignant.
That is so wrong. So wrong. What else is going on?
Well, just ramping up for summer. As an educator, summer becomes very quiet work-wise, and the work I'm doing it's weaning out, so I'm having to like pick up shifts anywhere I can to fill in the hours and then I've applied to like 6 different paid internships, and I've applied to, oh Lordy, like 3 different alternative things to get some steady hours during the summer. And it's only for a few months, it's only really for about 2.5 months. But luckily I have rent covered for those 3 months, so I'm not worried about that. And that's kind of nice to not be stressed out that way. I just want to try and be able to pay everything else, because this pay period, for some reason, I ended up being quite a bit short because my check was way less than I'm used to.
Well,
I'm really handy like that.
What it said? Did you get these berries directly from Waka?
We traded them for these special berries. We traded Daniel's burrow.
We saw it on TikTok. Well, Christian saw it on TikTok. And then I ordered the exact same brand. So,
well, yeah, because I was thinking Daniel, ever since his cancer treatment, he, if you want the houses to fall and kill people, forget about tornadoes. Just a house that Christian built will fall on you and kill you. Daniel, all citrus, but pretty much so oranges in particular. He used to love oranges. and he loved the little what do they call them? The little halos or the little clementine tangerines, the little clementines, the ones that are easy to peel. And after cancer treatment, they had told him, don't eat anything now that you want to keep eating later on, because if you eat it now, you're never going to like it again. And the orange was the one thing he ate after they had told him that. Cuties, that's it.
Thank you for calling us cuties.
Oh, dear Lord. And Daniel had like a cutie or something during his treatment, and it was sour. And then his body got trained that, oranges are sour. So I'm hoping that this berry, this magic berry, will allow him to eat an orange and taste how sweet it is again.
What makes you think we don't watch the hot girls dancing over?
Ugh. Who cares about hot girls?
Lido.
They're just
No. What happened with the orange was, remember when, what was the name of the restaurant?
Well, yes, Gabe, of course you do.
Of course you do. What was the name of the restaurant? It was used to be here, the spot, or you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, there used to be a restaurant.
You get orange for dessert?
Yeah, there used to be a restaurant down the street. In fact, Patty, my cleaning lady, used to work there.
Oh, what was it?
So they would sell lunch.
I don't even remember what it was called.
It was a coffee shop, but they had some really good food there.
And they had this amazing ramen.
The ramen with cheese and lettuce.
It doesn't sound appealing when you hear it, but it's
amazing. Spicy ramen.
It's one of the only things Daniel could eat.
And she would make it even on the days they didn't sell it for me.
And she'd be really, really good for him.
But they would sell the sandwiches, and of course, like most of you know, sometimes they come in with a little orange slice.
Oh, that was the mistake.
This one day, I decided that I wanted to try it. I wanted something.
I think I had gotten the sandwich, and I had the orange.
And I tasted it,
Yeah.
and it was we both got something, because then I tasted it. I was like, "This is so bitter," and you were like, "No, it's sweet."
It was sweet, guys. It was sweet like candy. It was almost too sweet. And Daniel was like, "This is so sour. It's not even right." And I'm like,
and ever since, cubed oranges.
"Oh yeah." Got all the peel off, and then you just cube it.
And then ever since then, every once in a while, I'll taste an orange, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's really yummy."
Good, yeah.
But it's very rare that I do. Very rare.
Like he used to get oranges in the Fruit Lady boxes, and he can't get the oranges anymore. He doesn't get oranges anymore, and that's like the main thing I love about the Fruit Lady boxes. I love the orange in it, and the mango. Oh, I want to get a Fruit Lady box. I don't have any money. I can't do it.
Square oranges. Shut up.
Oh, absolutely. They're completely non-GMO.
Ready? Y'all ready for the TikTok?
TikTok.
I didn't set it up. Hold on.
Mi nombre es Chiqui. Chiqui.
My name is Chiqui.
Hold on, let me start it over again.
And no, it's not a bunch of half-naked girls doing it. Sorry, Gabe.
My name is Chiqui. Chiqui. My name is Cha-Cha. Clop, cha-cha-cha. Chiqui. Clop, cha-cha-cha. Chiqui. Clop, cha-cha-cha.
My name is Boom Boom. Boom Boom Boom.
My name is Chiqui. My name is Cha-Cha. Chiqui-cha-cha.
Boom Boom.
Chiqui-cha-cha.
Boom Boom.
Chiqui-cha-cha.
Boom Boom.
Clop, cha-cha-cha.
My name is Lala. La.
My name is Chiqui. My name is Clop, cha-cha-cha.
My name is
Boom.
Boom Boom.
Chiqui-cha-cha.
Boom Boom.
La.
Chiqui-cha-cha.
Boom Boom.
My
All right, so that was.
It's almost done. Why did you stop?
It stopped there. It got cut off. I didn't do anything to it.
Okay.
Yeah. what is it? You should. No, it was not a grapefruit. I know grapefruit, Michael.
It's not a great.
Someone says you're
Daniel has tried oranges many times since.
You guys are doing TikTok wrong.
That's probably true.
Next time we know you're coming, we'll set up something with the cute girl for you. What tuber breed do y'all have?
Believe it or not, that's like some kiddie show from somewhere else, some other country. But they're like the what are they like? What were the weird little creatures, gay creatures? The Teletubbies. It's like, or it's like the Wiggles. I don't know. I don't have any children that would have watched the Wiggles.
Okay, this is a true story, and I'm almost embarrassed to tell it, but I'm going to tell it anyway. We used to watch Teletubbies on acid. So I'll put that out there. I don't understand the world.
I know. I'm saying.
Yeah. The only fun way I ever watched Teletubbies was on acid, and that was weird.
I've never done acid, but I imagine the world seems pretty different.
Yeah. The first time I ever did it, we went to Six Flags in Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah. I bet it's from Brazil. They always have the weird stuff. Yeah, Brazil does have some weird.
I don't doubt that a second.
Susha, if anybody ever knew Susha, she was like this really hot girl, and she was with all the kids.
Oh, I remember Zusha. I sent you I found an old TikTok. Someone had done a little bit of Zusha.
Yeah, she was really big in Mexico.
You hear her now, and she cannot sing. That girl needed auto-tune like no one's business. She was so off, like, oh, Spanish. And you're like, people listen to this? Like it? I know she was super popular.
We used to watch her. We used to watch her when I was a kid.
Wasn't she a Saturday morning?
They used to have her daily.
Daily.
She had a daily show, so you would watch her after school along with other stuff.
I just recently saw someone posted if
it's no one's business, why are you talking about it?
What?
I know. It's Gabe.
Because I am a gossipy bee person.
Because we can, Gabe. Yeah. But I forgot what I was going to say. Did my volume go off? Weird?
No, you're fine.
I was very excited.
That's why I'll make a note. Thank you, Gabe, for telling us about going to the Grand Canyon and the glass walkway and only giving one picture of it. Thank you. I would have liked to experience it.
I didn't see it. I have to see it.
Yeah, it was a post. I think it was on Facebook. It cracked me up because it's like the heading said that, but then I didn't really see much of the glass bridge. It's not hard to do sometimes. It all depends. If he's really tired, it's really easy. He almost doesn't.
Today was one of those off days.
But no, I'm really glad you're able to take a fun trip, Gabe. And you came out west.
I got to go back and teach in high school today, which is really exciting.
Yeah. How'd that go?
So University High School here in Irvine, California, we did our first presentation of the year. So HIV 101, I get to go through my story with teenagers, and it's really cool. It was really interesting because they don't ask a lot of questions, but you can tell that they're really into it, which is really cool. They laugh at my jokes, which are always dumb dad jokes. And I'm going back tomorrow, so I'm excited to go back tomorrow.
I lived in California my whole life. I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
We need to go.
Never went once. And I do want to go, and I do want to walk on that bridge. But if it's like as much money as he's saying, then yeah, we may not too. He is. Yeah, we'll definitely have to try it, Gabe. We will. I've never even seen the Grand Canyon, so I just like to go and actually feel the energy, like experience it.
Well, actually, I've never even been to Big Bear.
Yeah.
I've never actually been up there.
Like where you could ski or go to the Lake Arrowhead.
Yeah. Like I've never actually gone up there to like eat or hang out.
Nope, I never have either.
That's an easy trip.
That's kind of sad. But I've been everywhere else around. So like
I've been there. I've done 2 filming projects up there.
Yeah.
And I went on a date, but we just went, touched the snow, and came back.
Okay.
It's not that crazy expensive to do the bridge. It's just that you can't bring anything out on the bridge because they don't want you to drop it right. And if they want to take pictures for you, so they can charge you for this picture.
Oh yeah. I don't need that. That's like taking pictures on a roller coaster. I don't need that. I remember. I know.
So, you ready?
Oh, yes.
So you forget. Is this your first time on the show?
Yes. My pick of the week. My pick of the week, folks, is Servant on Apple Plus TV. I just got a free subscription to it through my phone carrier. So taking advantage of it for a year to see if there's any shows on there. This is a super, super, super dark series. There is not even a ray of light or hope, or this is just dark, gritty. It's about husband. It starts off with a husband and wife. They have a baby, which they were trying for a long time, and they finally had their baby. And the husband is a chef, and he takes off to go judge this contest in California. I guess they live in Philadelphia, and he leaves his wife at home with their newborn, and the newborn's 13 weeks old, and it shows them doing their thing, and she forgets on a hot summer day she leaves her baby in the back of their Audi while she unloads the grocery because she's so tired and exhausted. She thinks she already brought him in and put him in bed. So like 1 day passes, 2 day passes, like she left him in there for like 3 days in like 100+ temperature weather. So he is basically fricasseed in the car. And she remembers, and she goes down and takes him out of the car and just continues treating him, like takes a bath with him and treats him like he's alive. And by this point, he's grotesquely dead. And she does that for like another week before her husband gets home. He comes home and they find it and they call it, the right authorities, and they come out and collect the remains. And apparently they're quite piquant and, or fresh. And she kind of goes nuts, like she loses her mind. And she, probably from guilt and everything else. And so they get her this little realistic baby doll, and it helps her get out of her cuckoo birdness. But what happens is she starts treating that doll like it's their baby named Jericho. And it just kind of goes from there. They hire a nanny, and suddenly the baby becomes real. But it's all super, super dark. Like they're actually end up being punished. And it's convoluted and crazy. It stars Lauren Ambrose from Dead Like Me. She played the younger sister in that, the redhead. And Rupert Grint from Harry Potter, the redheaded friend of Harry Potter, which was a surprise. I didn't expect to see him in this. And it's just an insane, dark thing. It even has cultists and a weird cult in it, too. It's like pandemonium wrapped in chaos and in the really, really dark. So don't watch it to feel uplifted. If you're feeling down, don't watch this show.
Cool. Thanks, babe. My pick of the week is Heartstoppers, and this is on Netflix. It's the coming of age story. It's set in Britain, and it's the story of this gay boy in high school. And he's dating this one kid who's in the closet, and then starts falling for another kid. One of the main reasons that I liked this show is I was that kid in high school that I was in the closet for a while until I came out my last semester. But while I was in the closet, I had girlfriends, but I never really had, I never had a boyfriend. So I didn't take a date to dances, or I didn't get to do all that stuff. So one of the reasons that it's caught my attention, I'm enjoying it, it's because I'm just kind of reliving my high school years through them. It's got a very talented young actors. I don't recognize either one of them, so I don't know who they are. But the names are, I got the names right here. Joe Locke plays the main guy, Charlie, and Kit Connor plays Nick Nelson, who becomes his love interest. It's 8 episodes for that first season. Check it out if you were... you didn't find your love, if you weren't able to date, if you weren't able to be yourself during high school, I think you really relate to the story. It's really cute. It's really easy to follow. The episodes are quick. But check it out. It's called Heartstoppers, and you can catch it on Netflix. So check it out.
Oh no. I've already seen Lars and the Real Girl. I'm not sheltered. I saw that a long time. That's a really old film.
What?
Lars and the Real
Hold
Girl.
on. Let me bring up what you're talking about.
And it was a film that came out really before.
That sounds like a crappy date.
It is a crappy date. It's a film about mental illness before mental illness was really a hot topic.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Dave, you are
I
awesome.
always saw King Richard, beautiful, absolutely. I can't come around. I've never been a Will Smith fan, so I don't. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it the same way that I've watched a lot of movies that I don't want to see at home. I'll watch it on a flight because that way, if I fall asleep, I don't feel bad about it. So, you guys have an assignment for me. You must watch Lars and the Real Girl. Great movie about mental illness. Okay, yeah, I'll watch it. Well, it's for those of you. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so it's a good time to watch the movies. Remind you, did you watch it through this slot? Such a turd.
Surprisingly, Daniel, for being a little gay boy, he was,
actually pretty popular in high school.
Yeah, I was going to say he was not bullied like other kids. And I wasn't out in high school, but I don't think anyone was deluded that I was straight. But I'm too big to mess with. No one would mess with me. And I was in really good shape when I was in high school. Like I played 4 sports and I was in amazing shape, but I was still bigger than anyone else and stronger. So
although I didn't come out to my last semester, I had a lot of friends and I was involved in a lot of things. I was popular in junior high and high school.
Oh yeah, he was.
I was bullied in grade school, but once I went to Mexico to school, everything
Once he fled the country.
Yeah. Hey. My biggest candy on Hulu. It's a new episode a day. Housewife turns cheater, turns murder. Oh yeah! It popped up on my. Did I make sure it's a true story? Yes.
Yeah, Daniel would love that. That's right up his alley. What's that show that we were watching that was in Mexico City in Espanol? It was the one about the rich family and the poor family moves in next to them.
Oh, the neighbors?
It was in Spanish, so I don't remember it. But the series is so cute and so well done. And they're coming back for another season too.
No, not
Norco. Norcos, that's pretty cool. That's funny. By the way, the final season of Queen of the South is out. I loved it. I binge watched the whole thing. It was so good. I love Queen of the South. I loved it from first season to its last season. Speaking of Narcos, it just reminded me of that. But yeah, it's I'll watch it through this. I just love that game. That was really good. Candy, I'm gonna have to look that up. I did see that horrid scene from that one thing on Netflix called Shiny New Hard Candy or some weird name like that. And there was this very disturbing consensual physical love scene that was the most disturbing thing I think I've ever watched. And I'm a gay guy who's watched a lot of things. I've seen live acts that would shock people, but this made me profoundly uncomfortable. Like I couldn't even watch the whole scene. I ended up having to turn away.
I'm trying to find the one we talked about it. It was on our list of picks.
Yeah, we've had it. We already have listed as a pick, but it was very good. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I've never seen one episode of it. I've heard people rave about it. Obviously, people raved about it.
What I'm catching up on right now is This Is Us.
Oh wow!
This season is
a heartstring.
I didn't realize that I left off on season 4.
Oh my gosh, you're way behind.
Yeah, but
it's so good. You'll be able to watch it, and it's cool that you don't have to wait for the new episode each week.
I'm trying to see if I can have it on here. No, it was last year. I don't have it on this list. And the reason that I'm catching up on what is it? It's not super new, but I really enjoyed Train to Busan.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I've not seen that.
It was, South Korea is starting to become kind of a. They're putting out some decent, like high production value movies. I watched another one that was about kind of like the Earth ran out of water, and they were going to the moon, and they had moon bases, and but it's all South Korean, and it was very interesting. These two groups that live in our waterless world, or very almost waterless world, they find this water on the moon, and the water on the moon is actually alive. It's not like really, it's not just water, and it's just a crazy suspenseful freak show from there, and it's so well done. I was shocked how great the movie was. It was really well done. So they've come a long ways with their production values. The Russians there's a lot of Russian stuff that's been showing up on Netflix too, and I'm like, or no, not Netflix. I want to say Amazon.
Shut up.
That's so true.
The Koreans right now are where is that?
Yeah, and they know how to do a horror film.
And
They
I
really-
got caught up on Korean soap operas last year.
They're good.
They're good, and then if you dub them in Spanish, it's like watching a novela. It's just like watching a novela. Always like a good episode of that 70s show. Yeah, they're doing the 90s show with some of the cast.
With the Russo.
So the
90s
cast comes
show?
back as adults, and now they're Donna and Eric's kid comes to live with the grandparents, and it goes from there.
It's being called the 90s show.
Um,
Didn't his dad die?
not the dad. No.
Or the-
What's their name? Just died.
Was it the mom? No, I don't mean the act. I mean, they might have died in real life, but on the show, I thought one of the parents died before the series. I
I
could have
think-
sworn it was the main character's.
I can't remember, but the lady that played the new neighbor's girlfriend, what's her name? She was on Charlie's Angels too.
Yeah, she.
She just died.
Yeah.
Um,
I know. Instead of
making
Wilmer Valderrama.
Actually, yes, I just read another thing where some other, I guess it is Turkey, another country's putting out.
They're picking up on it.
Daniel could be best. Well, true story. When the 70s show first came out, I was working at a bar in Houston. I was the doorman. And it just happened that during that time, I was parting my hair down the middle. And people would come to the door and it's like, oh, you look like Fez. And I was like, I do not look like the Fez. I do not know what you're talking about. And I pretended like I didn't know the show, but I would do the accent. And they would come to the door and be like, I'll buy you a shot if you just say it. If you just say it. And I would be like, good day. I say good day. And they would buy me a shot. I would always walk out drunk from work. So.
And remember, folks, that was Gen 1 hair. And back then he could comb it like that because his hair now he couldn't comb like that down the middle.
That's right. That's right.
So he had a heart attack, but he didn't die. Okay, I thought he might have passed away, but okay.
Well, I was going to tell
I
you.
didn't watch the 70s shows though.
One of the reasons that I'm catching up on This Is Us is because I was approached by an organization called All of Us that is a cancer organization, and they do video series on cancer survivors. And they approached me about a month ago to see if I wanted to be part of their video series. And when they sent me the link to look it up and research it, I found out that Sterling K. Brown, the guy
Well, that's why you're gonna interview him.
Sterling K. from This Is Us is their host. So he does the interviews. So he's going to be interviewing me for the series. So I thought, well, I have to catch up on This Is Us now so I can find out what's happening.
Yeah.
And season 4 is ending so good. It was just so good. So I've been crying all week, which didn't help because it was like,
Yeah, This Is Us is hardcore, making me cry
it was a very emotional week for me. And it just added to the,
for both of us.
yeah. So, it's a really good show. Season 4, I've enjoyed season 4.
And I totally get the name. I remember when it first came out, everyone's like thought the name was weird, and then I realized, oh, like when you're watching it, you're literally looking. Sometimes go, This Is Us.
Yeah.
Like, this is totally my family. This is us.
Which I guess we can't go without saying happy Mother's Day to everybody, all the moms that follow us.
Oh yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Belated Mother's Day.
On Sunday, I hope you celebrated. And for all the Mexicanas, yesterday, May 10th, was Mother's Day. So, muchas
Yeah.
felicidades a todas las
Dia
madrecitas.
de los Mamas. I hope Nancy's still on. She'd get a kick out of that one. Sorry, folks, for like laughing at our own joke. But yeah, I just stump Daniel with the horrendous Spanish I can come up with to speak.
You know, just like in English, an apostrophe makes a big difference. In Spanish, the accent makes a big difference. You gotta know.
I don't know what I said, but I'm sure if you're a Spanish speaker, you're laughing, hopefully, too. I didn't offend anyone.
If you know, you know, people. If you know,
You know, it's always like, like, what is it? When little kids, they say something bad, they don't realize it. It's just cute. I do it more often when you're here, Madeline.
Oh my God.
And you and Daniel will get to speaking, and I'll be like, oh, I have to join in.
Oh. All right. So with that, folks, let's remind you that join us every Wednesday at 6, 9 Eastern for the Kristen and Daniel Show. On Fridays, it's the Card Devo at 5, 8 Eastern, and put it together on Saturdays at 12, 3 Eastern. I'm forgetting who my guest is this week, but oh yeah, Brett Miller will be on. Brett Miller is a gentleman who was diagnosed with breast cancer, so he will be on the show this Saturday if you want to watch. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Remember, everybody, if you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It will let you know every time there's a new show. Go check us out at LittleMexicanProductions.com and Little Mexican Productions. I'm sorry, hashtag Little Mexican Productions Inc. I haven't put up the link, but if you are interested in purchasing Grumpy Bunny and the Colors game, or Conejito Gruñón y el Juego de los Colores, who was translated, I guess, co-translated by my sister Nancy.
This is Gen 2.
Those are for sale, so please reach out to us if you would like to purchase a book, and I'll let you know how to do that. It's not on the website yet. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know where you do that.
Very good that you would help us with that.
It's somewhere else. Let's say my mother had a good weekend Friday at Dr. Sam. Oh,
I like the Sunday part.
I saw the picture.
I want to be taken out to a steakhouse.
Sunday Steakhouse. Oh, that's awesome.
I want to get one of the tomahawks.
I'm going to be going to a Dodgers game. For those of you that are interested, June 23rd, I believe. Is it June 23rd? I'll have to look at the date again. But in June, there is a Pride game at Dodger Stadium. So they're going to be giving away rainbow-themed Dodgers jerseys for everybody who goes to the game. So Radiant Health Center is just trying to get tickets for us.
Good.
So, but I want to go. So my friend Joe is trying to do that. So anyway, if you are in the LA area and enjoy Dodgers games, they will have a Pride Day during June. So,
Taco Tuesday game.
Taco Tuesday game. We should play a Taco Tuesday game. Anytime I say taco, if I reach 10 taco words in a day or something. But yes, so if anybody wants to purchase Grumpy Bunny or Conejito Gruñón, please reach out and I will.
And like I said, this is a much improved version of over the first generation.
Yeah.
Everything's nicer about the book. It's
and
just,
until I find a new publishing house, this is it. This is all we have right now. So.
yeah, this is what we got here, and what's at Daniel's house. They're divided between our houses right now.
Oh, and I ordered a plush bunny.
Oh, good.
Yes, I finally ordered a plush bunny because I want to do a book reading online, and I want to have Bunny with me. So as soon as I get that, it will come up. So lots of things coming up, folks. So we will they have a mariachi at the games on Tuesdays. Do they really? Cool. I'm hoping I can make it to the party.
Roam the stadium playing to people.
Yeah.
It's like random here mariachi in the background. That's
All
kind
right, folks. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks, babe.
Thank you, hon.
Everybody, we had a great time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your comments. We will see you next week.
Bye.